Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Wednesday, October the 29th. The year's 2025. Let's talk trading, avoiding unpleasantness. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. As always, let's have our risk management in place. Even though losing is unpleasant, let's not lose more than we're willing to lose. And that's why I want to talk about avoiding unpleasantness. If when you lose, you have an emotional reaction, well, first, it's because you're human, and humans don't like to lose, and they surely don't like to lose money. But if you haven't made peace with losing some of the time, at least, you're not going to be very successful because you're going to do things to avoid the unpleasantness, which is you're going to add to losing trades, hoping that you can get back to just maybe a little bit above break even. And over the years, I guess probably now over the decade, I've talked about this, but it just rears its ugly head from time to time. And you really have to be able to take a loss and be okay with it. Okay, in the sense that so long as you followed your plan, your method, you did what you were supposed to do when you were supposed to do it, that's okay. You should be able to say, okay, well, that trade didn't work out, you know, profitably. And that's it. No big reaction, no throwing the computer across the room, you know, no screaming at the screen, even though I do that sometimes, I will admit. Um, Especially when I get inflected, it's just like, how do they know? But the reality check is you just have to be okay with it and be able to end the day, even if you end the day with a loss, and not be upset, not want to get revenge, not want to, kick the cat or the dog. Just you just go on as if you didn't even trade that day. Now that's you know that's really difficult. You'd have to be like in a zen like state to do it, and that's something that we should all be working towards because we just don't know what's going to happen next. Like yesterday, I believe I was looking at a trade and I said, this is what I'm looking to have happen. And, it did happen, but does it always work out like that? No. And so you can see right here, um, we're at the 25 line. You can see price hit the launch pad at 32.40, went all the way up to 47, and then fell back down. So what would I expect to happen here? Well, we're below the daily open. I like a quick look here. It's all red. Chances are it's probably going to go down. Okay, but there's a two and there's a two ball. Two balls to me usually means it's going to push down even more. But then I look over here and there's a two ball. And what happens? Sometimes resistance turns into support. So I would be careful here. You can see here, history showed that we came to this level and it took off. So once again, this resistance, when it was going up, became support when it was coming down. So this is right here, I'd say, oh, this is a coin toss, which truly any trade's a coin toss. It could either go up or down. We don't know. We could look at some of the higher time frames. Actually, we just clicked into a brand new M15. So here we've got a 1 ball, which on the 1 minute means for me to get out because it almost always comes back the other way. Not every time, but it just seems like it. So I just know I'll take a little profit and be mad with a little profit than I'd rather be mad with a little profit than mad with a loss. So, and as you can see, prices starting to turn around and go the other way. So, avoiding unpleasantness. So, this is one way to avoid it by not entering the trade, looking for the opposite reason. Because usually, a lot of times, what we do as traders, if we want to go a certain direction, we look to see why we should go. Why should we buy? And then we look and we find, 3, 4 reasons why we should buy. We enter the trade and it tanks on us and we get mad. And then we might start to enter more to avoid the unpleasantness of a loss. But you see, the whole idea is not even to consider it unpleasant. And that's how you can really avoid unpleasantness. That's just part of trading. You just accept it as it is. You know, there's just so many traders out there putting videos out there. I mean, geez, I wonder how many trading videos are put out in a day. Probably hundreds, if not thousands, on YouTube and Instagram and all those other forums. But the thing is, most of them are, trying to convince you about a particular method. There's a few that talk about the psychology and about managing yourself, but most of them, they've got some shiny new indicator, which by the way, I've got a few more I've got to send out, the 2025 donationals. I've, uh, I've got a bunch written. I haven't documented them all, and I'm going to have to get that batch out. But the thing is, if you're just staring at a blank chart with no indicators, you can start to put lines on it if you want. You could start to put squigglies or dots or whatever, but none of that's going to make a difference once you enter the trade. And that's another thing. If you realize that, then when your method doesn't give you an opportunity to take profit, um, it won't be unpleasant. So the real thing about avoiding unpleasantness is to not frame things that go against you as unpleasant. It just goes with the turf. I mean, think about it. If you've ever planted seeds to grow flowers or vegetables, not every seed sprouts. Not every seed grows. And, you know, think of trading the same way. Not every trade grows. So, and sometimes you might get a really bad batch where maybe only 1 out of 2 or 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 10 actually sprout. You might want to change seed companies if that happens, or just chalk it up to bad batch if you've had success with that company before. That's just the way it is. And if you look to nature, you can see that not everything works out. You know, I don't know how many of you are pet owners, but I have one cat. That's for rodent control. It's not that I don't like animals, but animals are a responsibility. And I told somebody and they thought it was funny. I'm a responsible person, but I like to avoid responsibility or minimize it whenever I can. So, if I take on something, then I'm going to be responsible and fulfill that duty. But I want to minimize the number of duties. So it frees up time so I can do other things. But if you look at animals, um, you'll see sometimes animal could have a hurt limb or a missing limb or a messed up eye or something. They're not whole, but as far as I can tell, the way they move can, along with other animals of the same species, it doesn't look like they're that concerned about it. It's like it's not that they're happy. Are they aware that, their leg doesn't work when all the other animals around their legs are working? I don't know. Or that, they can only see well out of one eye. Um, as the other animals have, good vision out of both eyes. I don't know, but it's just one of those things where they just do what they do. They just keep going. And as traders, you know, that's kind of what we need to do. Um, we just need to keep going no matter what happens. And I know that might sound, what's that got to do with trading? But I think it has a lot to do with you as an individual and your mindset and how you're approaching trading. You know, there's people out there with faster computers, faster internet, better information. How do you even stand a chance? I mean, when you really think about it, it's just like, wow, we really must have big egos to think, we with a little, few $100, $1,000 laptop can compete with the big boys. But the thing is, you can, because they're working with millions or billions of or trillions of dollars in some cases. And you think it's that easy to move that amount of money? You think it's easy to dump, 1,000 lots or 10,000 lots, not affect the market and to get the price you want? No, they have to be very strategic. It's a whole different level, whole different level if you think about it. I mean, you think they're dealing with MT4? It's like, sometimes it really is laughable in a way, um, when you see what we're trying to do. But the thing is, you know, there are traders that are making their daily nut because they've learned to avoid the unpleasantness. Number one, because they see it as what it really is as opposed to what they want it to be. You know, they've developed the fortitude, intestinal fortitude, also guts to, press that button. They have faith in their system. They know it's not a one trade's not a make or break. Because if you're in a position where one trade's going to make or break you, um, then either your lot size is way too big or your account size is way too small. You really shouldn't be in that position where any one trade is going to really make that big of a difference. It should only make a small difference. Now, of course, if it runs in your direction huge, yeah, it could make a big difference or a nice difference. But if it runs against you, well, that's why we talk about risk management and having your stop in place. So that one trade doesn't break you. And once again, getting broken would be very unpleasant. So that's another way to avoid the unpleasantness. It really is. Let's see, M30 hit the indicator 2 on M30 and has reversed off of it. So, I mean, and yesterday I was talking about a couple of different things that could happen, in these trades where you could pick up a few pips here and there, but they don't necessarily always work out. You have to be strategic. You have to have a method. You have to plan for it. See, there's this gap. I saw that gap down. It's like, yeah, this gap probably will need to fill. And so you got a flip flop box right here. Maybe it fills the gap, maybe it doesn't. Price usually likes to come back to indicator 2, and there it goes, just the opposite. I'll just have to wait and see what happens. But anyway, fellow traders, that's just about it for time. So avoid unpleasantness, not on the charts, but in your mind, because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.